welcome to Casual Shenanigans Gaming, a podcast all about PC gaming and all things PC gaming related. That's not normally how I do the intro.
And vacation.
We're on vacation right now. We told you there wasn't going to be a podcast this week, but we love you guys so much and we had nothing better to do. Mostly the second part. So we're going to do one real quick. I'm one of your hosts, Germ Gaming. I'm joined by Dave.
I'm also known as Evil Viking 13.
The not so evil Viking 13.
Move along.
All right. And Joel.
What's up, dudes?
And we are also joined by people in the background you cannot see or hear.
Well, you'll probably hear. Yay!
Okay, so we'll start the podcast with the news. The Razer Blade, remember it came out last year, or a year and a half ago. I don't remember when. But it was pretty cool because it was a thin laptop that had serious gaming horsepower and really good specs and was really attractive because it was pretty much a black MacBook Pro clone. They're releasing a new one, 14-inch screen. Get ready for this. The resolution is 3200 by 1800 touchscreen display.
That's like Retina.
Last year's model was 1600 by 900. So it's 0.7 inches thick, powered by the new GTX 870M GPU. 3 gigabytes of video memory, 8 gigs of regular memory, i7 processor, Windows 8.1 64-bit.
What is regular memory?
Like system memory.
Okay.
Or you have a console, so you're not familiar with, like, sometimes you can have memory on one thing and then memory on another thing. You're used to, like, you just have this one meager pot of memory everyone pulls from.
Okay, I should know it was, like, had to do with speed or...
No, video memory and then regular memory. It'll come with a 128, 256, or 512 gigabyte SSD, and then it comes with, like, other normal stuff. But starting price is $2,200. It is shipping early April. You think about it, though.
It is Razer.
It's almost a 4K monitor. The pixel density is way higher than a 4K monitor, a normal 4K monitor.
I wonder how much of that price is just the GPU and the screen.
1,000 at least, I'm sure.
Easily.
But think about it, a 0.7 inch thick laptop. That, like, how thick is the thickest part of the MacBook Air? I mean, it's like 0.6 something, right?
It's like the size of a razor blade on one edge.
I mean, the Razer Blade is pretty thin.
It's also invisible, apparently. No images loading.
So people have been fussing at Bethesda because they're going to charge money for the Elder Scrolls Online. And Bethesda, they've defended it this week, calling it a value proposition. Yeah. They say they can provide heavier content thanks to a bigger budget, but they think they're going to be able to give it lots of rich, significant content updates, significant in quotes. They say free-to-play just seems like a lesser game, and we're not going to make a lesser game that might be more palatable. We want to do the version that we think is the best game and the coolest experience, and that means putting a lot of people and a lot of content creators towards having stuff that comes out regularly every 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Big new stuff that you want to do, and we're very confident in our ability to support it with content. To be fair, that's all the same things that the Star Wars The Old Republic people were saying. Like, this is the Star Wars license, the biggest license in the world. We have the most people, the biggest budget. We're going to have content for this thing for years. And then people hit, like, max level and hit in-game within a couple of weeks. And they're like, well, crap, that was supposed to take 6 months.
Yeah, we're not ready for this.
So, yeah, I don't know. Are you still planning on playing that, Joel? Elder Scrolls Online?
Or Elder Scrolls?
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I think I might get... Like, I might buy, like, one of those, like, gift cards or whatever that just give you literally, like, 3 months. I might do it just to give it a shot.
We get the first month free, right?
Oh, yeah.
You always do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, I might possibly do that. But I'm only going to do it if someone else gets it, like... I don't know. You're not going to get it, but
nope.
if some of my friends. But I do like that it's actually coming on consoles because I think it'd be fun to just play like that with other buddies, you know? Because I think Skyrim
with other people
awesome.
Used to throwing money away on a monthly basis for the ability to play online. Those people, you're looking forward to that?
Yeah, most people.
Shots fired.
No, I think from the comparison videos, I was watching one on IGN. It was a comparison of Skyrim Rift-In with the Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, it's a pretty big difference. It definitely feels like an MMO, but it'd be a lot of fun to still play with friends. I mean, come on, we've played crappier games like the earlier DayZ, you know, the first DayZ, or the standalone, right? The graphics aren't amazing, but if it has co-op, I'll play pretty much anything. Like, I don't
That's true.
I don't care what game it is. I'm still waiting for like just a whole like a console collection of just old NES games or Super NES, just chucking co-op online.
Flappy Bird.
That's all I need. Like, I play Flappy Bird MMO online.
I know, you showed that.
Wait, what if there's a Flappy Bird where it was cooperative? you could only hit the button every other time, so you guys had to alternate flaps.
That's a great idea. Oh,
It's a
crap. now I
terrible
sold it.
idea.
Someone's going to build the app now.
That sounds like a good way to like murder your friends. It's
There's got to be like
frustrating
an
enough by
achievement if you can
itself.
make it past 2.
So who else is looking forward to The Witcher 3 this year? Is that one of your big...
Witcher 3?
The Witcher.
Wait, staying on Elder Scrolls for just 1 second.
Okay.
I will not be playing it with Joel
All right.
because I can see why they want to actually like have the continuous content, and it does take money to maintain that, but I just can't bring myself to pay monthly for an MMO.
Mm.
I can't think of any like IP that I would actually pay for. Like
Daisy, you would.
He's right. You would.
actually, yeah, okay, Daisy.
I think Daisy and I think a Fallout would be kind of close. If it was like really good.
If there's a good Fallout MMO that costs monthly, I bet you I would pay for that too. Actually,
Well, I mean, they
But
might
Daisy,
do that.
pre-order the subscription.
fair point.
So was anyone else looking forward to The Witcher 3?
So much.
It's been delayed till 2015.
I saw that. I already cried my tears.
Right, I've got Dark Souls right now, and that, oh my gosh. So
Joel,
I can wait. I can
you
wait
had
for
last week to talk about Dark Souls.
I'm done. That's all I was gonna say.
The entire
Really? That's all you were going to
But
say?
you guys didn't
Sure.
play it.
All right, so...
I launched it and couldn't hit escape. That's all I needed to
Are
see.
you guys excited about GTA 5 actually coming
Yes.
out? Because man,
But it hasn't been announced.
I'm excited for
PC.
you guys to finally get to experience it.
I played the entire game.
I didn't.
All right, so CD Projekt Red said, we recently examined what we had achieved thus far and faced a choice about the game's final release date. The decision we made was difficult, thoroughly considered, and ultimately clear and obvious. We could have released the game towards the end of the year as we initially planned, yet we concluded that a few additional months would let us achieve the quality that will satisfy us, the quality gamers that will satisfy us, and the quality the gamers expect from us. Consequently, the release date is February 2015. I'm totally okay with that. I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather than wait. I have more games to play than I can possibly play. So
I actually want to go back and do some of the different branches of The Witcher 2 as well, now that I have a computer that can run it on maximal ultra.
except for Uber sampling, you still got to turn that off. Because even then, it was running the game in 4K and then downscaling it
I played with Uber sampling on actually.
all the way on.
Until the last few levels. I would maintain between 25
You
and
do double
30
480s?
FPS.
Is that an
Yeah.
official
Wow.
thing? Uber sampling?
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Like is that you
Yeah, that's
put
a
a
real-
setting like 16 MSA
Yeah.
or whatever that crap is. and then
Uber sampling, yes or no?
Really?
Yeah, it was just
awesome.
like in DayZ. You can play
It's
at a
just gonna
higher
be like after
resolution.
that, it's awesome.
No, you play at a higher resolution and then it scales it down on your screen so everything looks better. All the meshes and stuff, everything is just better.
Why
Just like in DayZ, I play at 1440p
Uber
resolution. You have an actual 1440p monitor. You could play at like 1.5 times resolution.
Yeah, Joel,
It's
how,
really
how
awesome.
dare developers have fun names for things?
They were. What was it? I just saw there was another game. I forget what it's called. It's like a 2D looking game, and the graphic settings were. Never mind. Just move on. I forgot.
Cool. Thank you for
It was funny.
contributing.
It was funny because it was just like awesome or something like that.
My first game is going
I
to have
fail.
low, medium, high, and eye bleeding.
Game level.
Master Race, that's going to be a box. in his chest.
Just a box.
It puts you up to like 32 anti-aliasing just cuz. No, that needs to be a quality setting. It's called brute force. Like, no optimization. Your Titans come here to die.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Titans, segue.
Prepare for Titanfall.
Yep. So, Titanfall came out this week, and we have all been playing it.
A lot,
And I think,
actually.
would it be fair to say we've all been having a lot of fun?
It is a lot of fun.
How do you feel its launch went? Because, well, before we answer that, have there been any other AAA major multiplayer games in the past year that have had really smooth launches? And Call of Duty Ghost was pretty smooth.
Because no one played it.
Yeah, plenty of, yeah.
Comparatively, no one played it.
I think a decent number.
It was more than Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
But they had also had higher numbers to work with the previous Call of Duties. They knew what to prep for.
But anyone else?
Brand
Yeah,
new IPs, really?
Not disregarding new IPs, even returning
Anything.
stuff. I don't think anything had that
It was a
smooth
bad
launch.
year for launches.
SimCity almost got offline. I saw they're entering final beta phase or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
cool.
how do you? Did
Just
you start making that game
Don't
in
try
offline
to
mode?
don't try to figure out. Don't try to make that game make sense.
Joe, it's only been out a year. Be patient.
But Titanfall's launch was overall pretty smooth.
It was. It really was.
They had a couple, like there were a couple little crashes. I personally haven't had any crashes, but I've heard some people have had a couple crashes.
Yeah, I've had a
And
few.
the first night there was some server swamping, but that's to be expected. Like the first night of the beta, there was server swamping. That's
But honestly, at 12:02, Joel and I were in a match and playing with like
Yeah.
no banding, no craziness. We were playing. So,
Yeah, ping has been very good.
Yeah.
There hasn't been desync. There hasn't been hit reg problems.
Oh yeah, and like you don't go behind a wall and get shot.
Yeah, there's not
Randomly.
that.
I heard that they actually worked with Microsoft to have a cloud server system to handle the load of launch.
It makes sense because it would say, even on the PC, it would say like connecting to Xbox Live server or something or another. It only showed it for a second.
Yeah, it's actually, there's like a master cloud server network that they're renting from Microsoft to help handle the load. We're just trying to build it all in like EA's server structure, which it seems to have worked well for them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole article on Wired or something that was talking about it that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft was like, oh yeah, we'll work for you for piles of money.
You guys see any significant differences between the beta and release?
Higher res textures.
Yeah, that and like it even feels even smoother, which is pretty impressive. I was actually thinking the beta was like, no, that's final. I was like, apparently it's not super final. Like they make it even better.
Less VSync stutter. I had
that's
that
true.
in the beta.
They, I think they tweaked. I don't know if they tweaked balance or anything, but they definitely tweaked some of the animations and UI, and just a lot of that stuff was given very subtle tweaks. I know I was expecting to have damage core because that's like the only perk you can get on a Titan in the beta, but no, like I think the normal Titans start out with shield, like super shields or something. So that was kind of a
the different upgrades were different. Like
different
the
upgrades
path-
were different.
I like in the beta, like I like the first upgrade was like actually like a upgrade number 5 in
Right.
the single
Yeah,
player,
the paths
main
were
game.
different.
Yeah, I think they just they cherry picked the upgrades for the beta. They were
Probably
pretty
ones
cool
they
though.
were
I liked
working
them.
I read an article just yesterday talking about they were originally going to have just one Titanfall or one Titan fall. Interrupts. Oh, well done.
You launch the game, you can launch your Titan once, that's all you get for the rest of the game.
No, they
Forever.
they were only going to put one Titan in because it was just so much balancing they had to work. You know, they had to make sure you're not like super crazy good with it, but then adding the different Titans and the different upgrades, the different perks, and now each one. I wonder how many perks there are. I haven't looked online. I kind of don't want to know because I just kind of want to like see what you get. But that's gonna be a lot of work. And then I guess they finally settled on 3. So someone was asking, "Are you gonna put more?" And they're like, "No, probably not for this game. I think for the next one." But I hope like the next game's not like 8 Titans.
Right,
It's
right.
just 3 different
The
ones.
Battlefield problem,
Yeah,
where
like,
they
yeah,
just
bloat.
triple everything.
Bloat.
But I like that, like even though there's 3 different Titans, they all play differently, but they're similar enough. You don't feel like any 2 Titans could square off against each other and it's a fair fight. Like it never feels like there's just like the ogre. The ogre's the big one, right? That's the tank. It never feels like if you get the ogre against anyone else in the hallway, the ogre's just going to crush them.
What is the fast one?
The artillery?
The Strider.
Yeah.
The Strider, the
that one's
Atlas,
awesome.
and the ogre.
I haven't unlocked it yet, but it's fun battling because it's like it's weak, but it's really quick.
It's hard to aim at it. It really is hard to aim.
Yeah.
The only balancing issues I see so far are the stupid, the rail gun for the Titans, the rail gun, and then the shotguns. Both seem to be a little bit overpowered. The railgun, because you can charge and hold it forever, people will just sit and wait around a corner, and as soon as you dart around the corner, they'll just let it go immediately. And if you see it, like as soon as you see the gun, you've pretty much been shot. It's so hard to get away from it.
Isn't the charge up after that much longer, though, after you disperse it?
I don't know. I haven't used it yet. I've unlocked it, but
I use it
purposely not
myself.
using it.
I felt like you said, it's great for initial damage, but to engage on like a one-on-one fight, it was like really weak.
You
So
gotta hide behind corners.
You had to get that first hit, and if you missed it, like the charge up was longer, from what I found.
Okay.
I wasn't super impressed with the plasma. Like I feel like if you practice with it,
Is
you
that
can
the
get
4-shot
really good.
one?
No, that's like the plasma.
It's like a laser
ray
blast.
with
Okay,
a
I
charge.
haven't unlocked that
with
one
a
yet.
charge,
I
yeah.
have one that I think just shoots 4 shots or something.
When you're playing Last Titan Standing, you'll hate that gun because like you come around a corner and people will just be camped. Like 2 or 3 Titans will be camped with them, and if they all hit you, you're dead. I mean, there's nothing you can do. So, and then the shotguns up close, they are stupid powerful, and then they drop off so quickly. I would lower the damage up close, and then possibly like tighten the spread a little bit when it gets out to range. Because to play Capture the Flag, the way to guard your base and capture the flag is just have 1 or 2 guys sit there and cloak sitting with shotguns.
I don't know, but that's the classic shotgun. That's like Halo. Like Halo defined the shotgun. That is the best shotgun in any game. But this one's really close. If you play with it for a while, it's awesome. Yeah, it's but you shouldn't be able to like snipe people with a shotgun or even close to that.
Not in a
when
game.
you're really up close.
No, but you should be able to
But
hurt
it's
them
also
from
shoots
20
kind
feet
of slow.
away.
It doesn't shoot fast.
Yeah, but from 20, 25 feet away, it's almost impossible to kill people with 1 or 2 shotgun blasts.
But that's the plan. You gotta be like really close. Like
Super close. You have to be stupid close.
Yeah.
Part of the problem too
with
at distance is that people are moving so quickly that it's very hard to aim at them.
Ignore all the shuffling noises in the room. But yeah, overall, I mean, would you guys agree this has been just as much fun as you possibly could have thought it was going to be? Like, so far, I have not had a single disappointing match. Even if the team wasn't good, I've enjoyed every single match I've played so far.
I've had a few bad matches.
A few bad matches?
I think a big problem right now is matchmaking.
When you get better, Dave, you'll enjoy it more.
I gotta watch more of your videos first, though. I gotta learn.
You know what? I'll come up with my Pro MLG tips soon.
When is that coming out, Joel? I need that. I'm not enjoying the game enough yet. There's way too many rounds where you have like levels 8, 16, 20 versus like a 49, 48, 50, 50, 50.
People
like
are already on Prestige 3, I've seen.
Yeah. And a big issue is that it's not just like for 1 or 2 rounds, there's no shuffling. So once a team realizes that they're just walking over their opponents, there's no like want for them to leave. They stick around for every round until the other team
that'll
leaves.
just take a little bit of time. You give it a few weeks. That's happened.
Hopefully. It is weird that there's
there's
no matchmaking based off of rank right now, which I find kind of odd.
Mm-hmm. Well, the matchmaking is very basic right now. You can't make any private servers. You can't really sort by anything. Like, you can't sort by maps. It's very, very bare bones, which is one of my concerns with the game. Was it felt like some parts of it maybe weren't going to be finished. But so far, I have to say, like, it puts you into matches pretty quickly. Like, there haven't really been any issues with that. I wish the countdown timer was shorter. But
Between round timers are awful.
Between round timers are good, but Modern Warfare was, 30 seconds or something? It was enough time you could hop in, make an adjustment to your
60
loadout.
seconds.
60? You could hop in and make an adjustment and hop out. Titanfall's like 90?
I've seen more than that, actually. I've seen almost 2 minutes before.
It's long enough that I've tabbed out and like browsed the internet, checked my email and stuff, and then tabbed it back in.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Source does not like tabbing still. This is the best game I've seen on Source for tabbing, but I've gotten like hooked on it.
I have a pretty good fix though.
Play
don't
windowed.
tab out and check Reddit or something. Just stay in the game.
I just play windowed.
Player.
Are you even a member of the PC Master Race, Joel?
I wish I wasn't.
I'm going to have 16 gigs very soon. I gotta use them.
Thank you.
Titanfall launch.
It's a wide angle lens, it can see you.
It's like fisheye.
What were we talking
Titanfall.
about? No, I know, but specifically.
He's helping you out. Gosh.
I'm really enjoying how I don't think about which gun I want to grab or something. Like, I think, I'll just grab the rifle or something, but I don't spend really any time on that. I'm spending most of my time thinking tactics. Like, I suck at free running still, but thinking about Titan, like, proper engagement lanes and how to dance back and forth with the Titan and stuff. Like, I'm having so much fun.
It's got some depth to it.
It has a lot of depth, especially if you want to get good with the Titan, just play Last Titan Standing.
Simple. That's the thing.
It's simple in a good way.
Because it doesn't have all crazy bullet drops and all that kind of crazy crap.
The hit scan
it just
part
makes
is
it
nice.
down to just straight more
It's
skill.
fast.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Hit
3
scan
choices. Shoot, shield, jump kind of thing. Like, that's okay, that's about it, and then you just kind of like... I love how you can, what is the left click or whatever it is to shield, like to put the shield, Titan shield,
Are you
or
talking
like
about a
grab the
controller?
weapons, like on
Controllers? Is that what you're talking about? The Q key?
is it Q? Okay,
Yeah.
I haven't really played it much. I don't
Console.
I don't like it with the keyboard much. Anyways, well, when you put the shield up to grab the bullets and stuff, you have a certain amount of time you can use it. But if you don't do the whole thing, if you just grab it and let it go real quick, they think you're all done with the power, so they start shooting. You grab it again, and they've all used it up, and then you shoot back at them.
Well,
So
you can let go. Oh, gotcha.
You try to trick them into like using their power before you've used theirs up. So
Yeah, I've gotten quite a few of those volleys.
Talking about this.
But it's cool though. But it's cool that there's
shield calculations.
there's a multiplayer shooter though where you're not spending the whole time thinking like, gosh, I wish it would work. Like, which of my 550 billion gun combinations do I want to use?
You're not grinding unlocks. You're using unlocks.
Exactly. And all the guns feel significantly different. That's another change. Like Battlefield 4, let's be honest, all the assault rifles are 10% variations either way on the exact same gun.
Like I was telling Jeremiah, Joel, there's a gun coming out, Naval Strike, next week that's out. Like, you can unlock it right now on the old maps. It's another assault rifle in 5.56 NATO that has the same caliber as like 5 other assault rifles, 5.56. It has the same muzzle velocity, and it has the same rate of fire as like 3 other guns. But the like velocity drop off like arc is different, so it's better at. Like,
it's a different skin. Different skin.
Oh, yeah, and a different model.
And you'll have to get like all the new attachments for, which are
Of
the same
course.
attachments, but just new for that gun.
But it's like, it's one of those things where, would you ever say, like, I might be in a mid-range encounter instead of a close, very close, extremely close, or far, kind of far, very far? Like, would you ever, like, be like, oh, which level of far am I going to be engaging at? Like, it's just, it's a little too much. I mean, I like the variety. Battlefield 3 probably had even a little bit too much. Maybe a middle ground between Battlefield 2 and 3 would have been a good place to stop.
I think Battlefield 2's number of guns was great. I think Battlefield 2's guns with the attachments from 3, and I would have been happy.
I think each class should have 3 weapons. That's it.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Just like,
honestly, I mean they
like
really only
3
do
different
have
sniper rifles. Or
they only have a couple different weapons. They just reskin them all. I mean they are the same guns.
But I wish you would unlock a scope, and that's unlocked for all the weapons. It's not
I agree.
re-unlock the
Yeah,
scope.
they've got rails. They've tack rails.
It's so stupid.
I agree.
There's too much that's universal that isn't carried over from gun to gun. But
Yeah, Titanfall, I think, has a really great
Yes.
feel to it where it feels like Halo for the weapon balance.
I told
in a
Dave I
very
went on
good way.
to what's it called, Battlelog, just last week. I haven't played the game for ages. I have 32 battle pack unlocks.
oh yeah, I spent
I didn't even play. It's just all free. I was just like,
yeah
thinking there,
player
I was like,
appreciation month.
Yeah.
You're supposed to feel appreciated. They
I
kept,
unlocked everything just by that.
it took me about
That
10
was
minutes to
nice.
open all of mine. I have like so many 50% XP boosts. I don't think I'll ever run out.
Joel also has Premium Appreciation Month. So
I know. I
pretty
feel bad because
special.
Dave gave it to me. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for
Why
it.
can I give it to Jeremiah?
Because I'm playing it so much more than Joel is.
Well, I don't feel that
You
bad.
are
'cause
compared to Joel's
I
true.
bought enough games for Dave, so
Let's get in battle. He has
okay
Battlefield
using
4 on his
Battlefield 4.
PS4, so
Yeah.
it sucks just as much on the PS4, but at least he has the option to play it there. Our wives are now
Another
laying on the
sucky
floor.
option for that.
We're boring them so much.
A sucky option on the PS4 for Battlefield 4 is I was playing the campaign. I just wanted to play it. I got halfway. Save files gone. Like, because Battlefield 4 servers do the cloud crap. Gone. I'm back at the start again. I'm not going to play through it again because it wasn't good.
No, it
So I'm
wasn't.
like, come on.
Well, it was only 4 hours long, so it's like you could just get the inkling.
No,
one day.
I was about 4 hours halfway.
My Battlefield 4 campaign
Well, I'm playing
playlist on
it
YouTube.
like hard to make it last longer a little bit. so.
Oh, okay. So you spent a lot of
anyways-
time
but
crouching
anyways-
behind a box, just
Yeah.
Even if it was 5 hours, but I'm like, I would like to finish it because I was enjoying just playing through it because it was like a cool tech demo.
right.
But but yeah, I have deleted it off of Origin. It's not on there anymore. It's just gone.
On your computer.
Yeah, it's gone. I'm
Mine's
not
still on
playing
a
anymore.
mechanical drive. I want to try it again now that they've had all the patches.
Just 'cause I just don't have any. I don't have any fun playing the game.
Anytime I want to sit down and play, though, I think like, but I could play Titanfall, and I like Titanfall's matches are so short.
Yeah, and I don't mind doing badly in the game because I don't really mind doing badly in the game when it's just we have fun. But just getting into I jumped in a server I don't know like a week ago just by myself trying to play just team deathmatch. I used a little quick play. I'm like, let's try. Didn't work. Then I just found a server. It was like team deathmatch. You get on it. I got kicked because I used grenades because the information for it says don't use grenades was cut off by the text. How am I gonna know that? Like I gotta stretch my browser out with like a 1440p monitor, which I have now, but beforehand I didn't. But I'm like, it's just stupid. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
it's just a load.
But Titanfall, I think pretty much every single match, there's one moment where I'm at least giggling a little bit, like I can't believe this is a real game we get to play.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Just that's the Titans. I don't know, the combination of Mirror's
Your wife's
Edge.
like smirking at you, like, where's that news?
I told you you were giddy about that game.
Yeah, giddy. I heard the word giddy. The word giddy was used.
It's so much fun.
I just realized I touched your foot, Dave. Sorry.
Not touch me in the middle.
little stand below the table.
This podcast is not that close. I had a moment.
You can actually review the footage and see that in slow motion.
the look of like bliss on your face followed by the look of like, oh wait, the shock. I had a moment where I had rodeoed a Titan like in this little under archway. One had just killed you. I was rodeoing him. That's an awesome word, by the way, rodeoing. And I actually managed to kill him underneath the platform, but he had like the nuclear detonation. So I like vault to get off of him before he explodes, but I then hit the ceiling and like spin in a circle and fall off the side of the platform and then off the map while the Titan explodes above in like the little tunnel thing. I'm like, well, that was awesome. I ain't even mad.
I've been enjoying Last Titan Standing. Like I always play Variety Pack.
Yeah, Variety Pack's good.
I suck at Capture the Flag, but I'm really enjoying Last Titan Standing because it's really just teaching like Titan.
Capture the Flag
tactics.
has the most potential, I think.
There's a lot of potential, but I think a lot of people are still playing it like normal Titan mode. Same thing with Pilot Hunter. People
Yeah.
are playing that like Titan deathmatch mode. Ignoring, honestly, a lot of the times pilots are throwing down their Titans, I've noticed, and leaving them on auto mode. So you're fighting a Titan, you kill it, you get no points towards victory.
Yeah.
You only get points killing other pilots.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a lot of the game, even just because you just put that right beside a building, jump into a building, a little corner, watch your flank and everything like that, and then just kill people.
Do Auto Titans that contribute to your kill count?
I wonder.
Because I don't see the
The game
feed
is too much
popping up.
fun. I'm not even checking.
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to it, which is
Yeah.
another thing I can say positive for it. But yeah, I love putting like Auto Titan on. The Auto Titan is good. Like
Yeah.
I've lost to a couple Auto Titans.
Confession time.
I mean, because they know when to trigger everything. I'm still learning like when's the best time to dodge or when's the best time to take the hit and then charge the person.
Right.
My inclination now is more of to take the hit and get in close and start swinging. Is there like a punch upgrade? There needs to be a punch
I hope
upgrade.
so.
Because that's my favorite. Like, sometimes if we're pretty evenly matched, I'll just try to hop close enough to him that I can just start beating them and we'll both die together, but it just feels like the manly way to go is two giant robots punching each
I don't
other.
know, two giant metal just hulks. Imagine the sound that would make.
That's one thing. The sound could be a little more bombastic in the game, but again, for 35 gigabytes of audio, the
Yeah.
sound could be a little more impressive. I don't honestly understand where 35 gigs of audio
No.
The dialogue is great, but yeah, the sound effects could be.
But
punchier.
where's 35 gigs of audio?
I'm not talking about. I don't care about the game. I'm saying the audio is impressive, and I'll tell you,
It's good.
It should not be bigger like Battlefield because it gets obnoxious when you hear over and over and over and over.
But
and over
I would
again.
like
it gets
when you're
annoying.
dropping a 10-ton or 30-ton or whatever.
No, this game
robot from the
allows you to
sky.
be able to hear certain shots from other people's
Yeah.
guns, so you can actually
It
play
is-
skillfully. Battlefield, everything just goes into a smorgasbord of just
That's
explosions.
true. That's true. It is set up to be more competitive rather than just
Like
just
look at
impressive.
SMGs. Now, yeah, they could have an insane loud kick, but it has like this kind of pingy quality to that's not too annoying to keep just holding the button down.
Besides, they have space.
Battlefield 4 gets freaking annoying using some weapons because it's just like goosh, goosh, goosh. It just gets so loud.
Mm-hmm.
And when you shoot certain guns, you can't hear anything else. Like, so it's just, I don't know. I think audio cues, like Halo does that really well. Like, you know what guns are shooting, where they're coming from. And it's just, I don't know. There's not so much echoiness.
Echoiness.
Echo. Well, it's
Echoing?
Echoiness.
Reverb.
There we go.
What do you think the game isn't doing well so far? Is there anything, and what is it?
Just the balancing for me.
What balancing would you want to change? I said what I didn't like, but what do you think?
I already talked about it. Just like a way to actually balance based on ranks.
Oh, matchmaking.
Yeah, or mix the lobby up a little bit at some point. Like maybe keep friends together, but allow things to not be so stacked.
Mm-hmm.
That's really my only.
I have seen a little bit of that. But I feel like most of the matches are pretty even, but it is the first week. So I guess we can't really see how that's going to shake out
Exactly,
yet.
yeah.
We just have to kind of wait and see what happens. It does appear that you
Could
can
be growing pains.
I mean, that
16 is
exact
pretty
thing happened back in Halo 4. You'd be like, I just played for like an hour and there's people already like level 45. So I'm like level 3 and I'm playing it's a level 45 person. But I don't usually mind because some of these players, they just play for a long amount of time. They're not
Right.
very good.
Right.
And so you just decimate them and they get pissed.
Well, and you can't just play and get unlocks to make you better than everyone else either.
No, yeah.
Like you
You
can
just
come
play
in with
for a
the
long
absolute base stuff and still do the same amount of damage as everyone else. Like there's no huge, except for the railgun. I don't think there's any huge competitive advantage that comes from any of the unlocks. Maybe having a bunch of burn cards you can deploy, but
I don't even use the burn card.
they need to chop down the number of burn cards you get. I'm getting them way faster. I use 3 every single match, and I'm getting them faster than that.
Yeah, I can't go through my deck.
Can you
I can't
throw
hold
away
these cards.
Can you throw away burn
I
cards?
don't need an advantage.
I hope so. Mr. MLG console player.
When
over
you get an
here.
Xbox One, are you going to buy this for the Xbox One?
No, I think the only time I'll get an Xbox One is probably for
Halo
Halo
5.
That's
Yeah.
it. But I'm hoping that'll be a long enough time that like I'll be phasing out like the PS3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like I'll maybe
Oh,
I'll set
what, you
towards
need more
it.
room downstairs in your giant pile of consumer electronics? Joel's like
Like consumer electronics, blot out the side.
Joel's power drain, like the what's called the vampire power drain of all his electronics, has to be like $30 a month. He just got like downstairs. He has this giant black table or black subwoofer, I think, covered with all these black electronics, all plugged in with little lights just blinking.
It's like a space shuttle control center.
I walk into the living room and I just put my hands apart, like whoosh, minority apart report, you know, just turns on,
Is that
and
always-
then connects like Xbox on. I'm like shut up.
What do you guys think about the community so far? The Titanfall community?
What community? Like, do you guys read forums or go on?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, I don't.
It's
I don't
mostly
do that
people gushing about the game. I don't read too much bad about the game. There are some people asking for matchmaking and stuff like that. I'd say in game, no one uses comms. I've had
Only yell things occasionally.
Yeah, I've had 1 or 2 matches where if I like start using comms, other people will join in, then it's good, but no one wants to volunteer to talk. The voice codecs are awesome. They're really good. They sound like you're on.
I can imagine
TeamSpeak.
communication's a lot better on the Xbox because everyone has mics and it's plugged into the same thing.
I would say-
so you don't have people using Teamspeak.
I'd say 80% of everyone has mics. You can see them in the lobbies before matches. Almost everyone has a mic hooked up.
Look at the Steam
But they're
stats.
but the thing is they're using Teamspeak or something else or talking with other people.
No, but when you start talking, most everyone on the team starts chipping in. The couple times I've done it, like
Oh, well,
people
that's
seem
good.
pretty.
Someone
willing
has
You're
to
gonna
talk
have a more
first.
consistent base.
Yeah, someone has to talk.
They're all using the exact same.
Usually, you
service.
have one person yelling. What's the guy yelling the other night? Go give me that flag, bitches, or something like that.
Yeah. That was
like,
good.
and I've been on matches
That was your mom, wasn't it, Dave?
with people that like
She gets a little intense.
people have a
low
mic
voice.
turned up all the way to 100 with like a 30 dB mic boost, which just sounds like a screaming banshee.
Oh, I hate
and they're
that
yelling things.
so
Like you
much.
get those people, but most of the people, if you start talking, they're like, "Oh yeah, we can cooperate. That'll be fun." They just want someone to speak up and be like, "Hey, let's try to win."
Stop screaming into your microphone. Let's coordinate.
I'm
The community, I think, is just very excited right now.
yeah.
So it's much less toxic than Battlefield's community at the moment. Battlefield's
Yep.
community has been
It's
abused.
built around hate and sadness.
Really.
And there's also, I mean, like there's been really no hype for this game. Like there's been there's natural hype for a game that they don't know anything about.
Right.
With Battlefield, you have hype from the last game to all
Right.
these things they're supposed to do. All they have to do is just deliver a game that's just solid.
Titanfall's hype has been the
last.
last month has been insane.
Yeah.
For Titanfall hype. Before that, there wasn't a ton. So yeah, everyone is. kinda
Sorry,
like-
expectations. Like
Yeah, yeah.
there's. They just had to make a good game. Like Battlefield 4 had all these huge expectations that they, screwed up.
Yeah.
They didn't deliver.
Yep.
But I do agree that the game right now, everyone's just pumped about it right now. So
Yeah.
I imagine that'll wear off some. But honestly, I have enjoyed literally every single match I've been in.
Yeah, what was it? You made me laugh. We were playing that one game, and I don't know what we're even playing, like what match or game type we're playing. We're just fun. I'm like, oh, whatever, I don't care. I hated that in Battlefield. I'm like, oh, not another freaking conquest.
Yeah, and exactly. All the game modes in Titanfall are fun. All the maps are fun. They're not super, super different. Like,
Yeah, they're not.
But they're all fun, and all the game modes are fun. Like I hit variety pack every single time. I don't care. Like I don't care what gun I have. I don't care about anything. I just want to play. And that's the highest
So easy.
praise I can give any game is I don't care about the details. I just want to play it. So in everything you're looking there on your iPad, is there anything you'd like to contribute? Any more topics you want to bring up?
I saw the word Norman, and for a second I thought Joel's movie had hit the local news. I was like, Uncle
Oh
Norman!
yeah, Joel. People have actually been asking, how's the movie going? Give us an update for everyone who listens to the podcast and hasn't seen updates from you.
Oh, it's going well. That 30,000 that came in. Right now the money's been going towards the things that I told everyone was going towards. The visual effects guy's been paid.
Joel is legally obligated to say.
I just sent Steven some cash money so he could fly down in April, and we're filming for 4 days, like April 3rd through the 6th. It's actually, is that 4? Yeah, that's 4 days. And we're getting a lot done. And then I have one more last shoot day in the middle of April, or I guess towards the end. And that'll wrap up all filming. So all the new scenes will be shot. Dave's going to be an extra in it. That's going to be awesome.
Now, is the schedule, because of these new scenes, is the schedule of the movie pushed back at all, or are you still shooting for fall, winter 2014?
No, well, I was going to be on this other film project as director this summer, but things just didn't work out. I pulled myself out of it, and now I have a lot more time. So we're still eyeing for November. There's a couple other film projects locally that are coming out in November. There's one in Roanoke, and there's another one in, I think, Richmond. And so...
Do you want me to bleep those names out?
No, that's fine. No, I'm just saying they're coming out that. So I wouldn't want... I don't know if I want to put it out at the same time. I wouldn't want to put it out at the same time because it's so hard to get your own film out when you don't have, your ads going everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take away from those other films as well. And you don't
Do it. Bury him. Who cares?
No, I mean, I also don't want my film to get buried amongst
History's
others.
written by the victors.
Hey, there's an independent film coming out. Was it called Norman or something else? I don't know. It's probably not Norman. It's probably the other one. You don't want that happening. So,
Right.
So.
But everything's going well?
Yeah, it is going really well. So, and you're gonna come down and help again.
I am.
Like the sucker you are.
I am. I'm bringing the lenses, Joel.
He just comes over so you can play on my PS4. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's totally what
He
it
wanted to
is.
see real, true 1080p graphics.
True 1080p? What does that mean? The beauty of 900p upscale.
The Jaggies really feel just fresh.
And I like how you have your couch about 4 feet away from the television.
I moved it back a half
really-
foot. I
it
moved
really-
it back a half foot.
Great. It really makes the anti-aliasing really. Oh no, there isn't any. Never mind.
No. Yeah, the couch was an issue. Watching Walking Dead over at Joel's house, it's like, well, let me just settle in. It's gonna be good. Let me just lean
You
back
like look
here.
straight up at the screen. Hey, well, it's nice to be able to play games before they're out for the rest of you guys. So like GTA and Dark Souls and
Oh,
every
those
single
two.
game that
Those
comes.
two. Just
No, like
those two.
almost every freaking game that comes
know, I
out
think
is
it's really
generally on
fun.
console first.
What do you want to do when you have your PS4 and you're like, I'd like to play a PS2 game? What do you do?
They're coming out with it really soon. Did you hear about the service? The streaming
PlayStation
service.
Now?
Yeah.
It's got literally every single PlayStation 2 game?
No, they're
Literally.
no, just
Literally.
just
Well, PlayStation
not every
game.
single game. There's a new
What
article.
if you want to play an NES game?
Hey, what if you want to play a
There's a great
certain
thing
MS
about the
DOS
PC
game? Certain games don't work on
Emulators.
Windows still.
God,
no,
emulators.
not certain games don't always work.
Emulators.
No, they
Yes.
don't. Not all of them work. Try installing the original Myst on your computer.
It goes further back
I
to
dare
consoles.
you. I dare you. Try it.
Not Myst like they re-released Myst. So you don't have
No,
to.
like the original CD did.
I guarantee you I could run an emulator and do that.
Go for it. Have
On a
fun.
virtual machine, I guarantee you I could do
Dude,
that.
you have to have QuickTime 3 or 4 installed, and you can't install it anymore. Anonymous, it's ridiculous. No, like I want to see you try it. Like you have to have installed QuickTime. I think it's 3.
If you understand with a virtual machine, you can install whatever you want.
But that's cheating though. I'm
No, it's the
saying
PC.
I'm not cheating. Well, I'll just go get
Cheating.
a PS2 then.
You can just do whatever you want.
I'll just get a PS2 to play
You
PS2
can pay
games.
extra money to do that.
No. Honestly, the virtual machines are free.
What?
What about your
virtual
what about
machines
your
are
copy
totally
of
free.
Windows 98?
Well,
Was that free?
If
for
you
the
keep
virtual
your
machine?
licenses, then yes.
Oh, do you have a Windows 98?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, well then you're welcome.
Well, you make a good point. Well, I guess that would work.
Some people might have their PS2s, so it's the same difference.
They might. All
Yeah,
the
they have
PS2s
controllers
are probably
watch
still
you work.
working.
You'll have to like spend hours modding and trying to make it work with your USB dongles and all that crap.
No, you don't. You just use Xbox 360 controller, remap the keys. It's a lot simpler than you think it is. Have you ever used Dolphin Emulator?
No, because it usually runs really slow and poorly.
No, it doesn't. Not if you have a fast computer. You can run.
You have to have it in like a 5 times faster PC to play.
All you have to do is rip your Wii or GameCube discs
Which is legal,
to
right?
a Wii. Ripping them? Yeah, you're making a backup copy essentially. You can
Okay,
do that.
from the game you bought, not
Yeah.
like a friend's disc that you would rip, right?
Well, I guess you
That
could
would
do
never
that, but what I'm talking
You're a bad
about
person.
is ripping the disc, and then you rip it and then you just load it up, and you can play games like GameCube games in 1080p or the full screen version of 1080p. So I guess 1600 by.
Or you can buy the Wii U version and play in 1080p. with
But
the
you can
graphics.
play in HD with super like tons of anti-aliasing. Everything scales well. The textures have what's it called?
The weird nasty smoothing on it.
No. What's it called? The thing for the way the light hits textures.
Normal mapping?
No. The thing that's an
Shadow
option.
mapping?
The thing that's an option in like most graphics things.
Graphics mapping. We'll just
No, in your graphics options on
Okay.
most games, you have a drop down. It's for how the light hits textures, how the textures are filtered. Texture filtering. What's that called?
Oh, anisotropic filtering.
Anisotropic filtering. You can play with anisotropic filtering,
Anisotropic.
anisotropic filtering.
Yeah.
Antistropic.
Rezzed up with anti-aliasing and stuff at 60 FPS, and you can just remap any controller, any USB controller to be any of the keys you want. It is super, super simple.
I mean, I've
This is
done the Super
this is
NES
the best.
ones and stuff like that.
This
And
is
modded
the
it
best.
to my
It's the
Xbox.
best.
It's not the best.
It's the best.
It works well for very certain things.
My console makes the games for your console.
Jeremiah, it's not
Yes.
it's not about lighting. Anisotropic filtering is a method of enhancing the image quality of textures on surfaces of computer graphics that are at oblique viewing angles with respect to the camera, where the projection of the texture, not the polygon or other primitive on which it's rendered, appears to be non-orthogonal, thus the origin of the word, and for... Okay, why is it going into all that detail about the word?
Your iPad's upside down. I can't listen to you.
It won't stop.
What, did you hit the lock on the side? Yeah, you have your rotation locked on the side.
Look, Jeremiah, you just made
Dave,
Wikipedia...
should you really have a PC?
You just made Wikipedia into Japanese. I hate that.
Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know how that happened, but
Here, here. You know what? Look, pretty picture.
I don't need to see it.
Just describe the picture.
I'm happy now though.
It's a
Actually,
picture,
that's
it's a picture of two roads and one's really blurry at the end.
if you remind me and forward me the picture, I'll even include it as part of the podcast. That's probably not actually going to make it all the way into the final. Time code 40 minutes and 24 seconds. So yeah, as we're winding down the podcast, does anyone have anything else they want to chip in about other games? Or...
Well, I got my 60 seconds.
Oh yeah,
comments
do
of the
it.
week.
Oh, and you have comments. Get those comments.
I'm
queued
working.
up.
I'm going.
Go. All right.
Okay,
Wait, hey.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to 60 Seconds with Joel, officially sponsored by 8 O'Clock Coffee, official coffee sponsor, the unofficial official coffee sponsor of Casual Shenanigans Gaming. Now, welcome to 60 Seconds with Joel, the part of the podcast where Joel talks about something for 60 seconds. Joel, go.
Okay, well, I've got two questions, and these are actually for the audience.
The audience in the room with us?
Yeah, the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause they're gonna hear this later and be like, "Oh, I got it." Okay, one of the questions is what is the most annoying game habit that we have?
Yelling.
Oh,
That would be my
yelling.
wife, for anyone who's curious.
Yelling.
Getting on at midnight. People can't join you.
Work from home.
So Dr. J, a former member of the group that used to play with us, complains because we're adults and we stay up late at night.
Grandpa John.
That's also one of mine.
Hey, support.
Okay.
Second question.
Pico, you got anything? I got nothing.
You have to play games to have opinions.
Okay. Who do you guys think is the best gamer between all three of us?
Oh.
Whoa.
No. Okay.
There are wives sitting in here. You realize what position
yeah.
you're putting them
So
in.
you're allowed. Okay. Do you have a stopwatch or a phone? Can you do 30 seconds? Or
I don't have a
you
phone.
have to. You got to sell yourself.
Up to
In 30 seconds. Why do you think you're? He just almost pulled his shirt off.
Everything in your body.
You have 30 seconds, Dave, to explain to people why you're the best gamer. Okay?
All right, go, Dave. Sure.
Oh yeah, I get
Wait,
to go
Sell
first.
yourself.
While I'm looking for a comment of the week that I've lost now because the iPad is terrible at searching.
Here you go. Ready? And go.
Personally, as a member of the PC Gaming Master Race, I believe in getting all the way into my games. You gotta loot all the lore, get into the story, and appreciate the depth. Along with the story, you gotta appreciate the graphics. All of the graphics. All of the time. That's it, basically.
You have 7 more seconds.
Maximum lore loot, maximum graphics, maximum Dave.
Oh, man, I can't compete with that.
Okay, everybody save your votes to the end, please.
Quiet
Okay.
down out there, guys. I have fans out there.
All right, Jeremy, you ready?
Yeah,
Go.
I try real hard.
That sounded so good.
I know I whisper like a creepy pedophile coming into your room at night, but I also get real angry when I get... Nope, that's not good either. I'll bring the fire! I don't know what to say.
You have 20 seconds.
Go back to the pity. Go for the pity vote.
Or
You
yourself.
like to beat the story.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
Jeremiah's wife says he likes to beat the story.
Into submission.
That's right. I beat the story into submission.
Closing statements.
Closing statements.
Why would people think you're the best gamer?
I'm the tallest.
A fair point.
No. I'm the shirt stays on this time. I don't know.
Okay, that's
All
it.
right, that's it. I'm sorry. That's all I've got.
Later.
For Casual Shenanigans After Dark.
Okay, ready?
I didn't know Joel's mom was coming over.
Wait.
Yes.
Joel has to sell himself.
Okay.
Joel does all the time.
Maximum selling.
Oh man.
This is not even my final form. All right. Well, I think I consider I'm the best gamer because I'm multi-platform. I mean, I'm really good with the
Oh,
controller.
shut up.
I'm really good on the keyboard and mouse. I have gotten to level 65 in Flappy Bird. I mean, one of the hardest games ever. I play Dark Souls like a man, like hard games, you know. Dave likes to play Daisy, you know, for children. But I have a 4.1 kill death ratio on Titanfall right now, so...
That's against grunts, including grunts. Mine's like 7.
Against grunts, but that's a pretty big deal for most people.
For
you know?
killing people who can't kill you.
Yeah, Yeah, I play GTA 5 with 3 guys. We just have a lot of fun. That's, I think that's one of
Played
my
the most
perks.
popular game of the past year. Go
yeah,
you.
Yeah, that's how we roll. And I'm a good looking guy when I'm on webcam. You know, when I play on
People can see how short
Halo
you
and
are.
stuff, people respect that.
They're like, you're a good looking.
Yeah, they're like, you're a good
16-year-old.
looking man. I'm gonna play Halo 4 with you.
It's like you're gonna be really handsome when you grow up.
So I would just, if you could just please vote for me. I also like NES
Joel is
games.
also the oldest, so but he has the
Ooh.
skin of a child.
Okay, so now we need to tally the votes. Okay, so everyone. Okay, Dave is number 1. Jeremiah's 2. And I'm number 3. So just make.
There's
it
these
combined.
results right there.
So okay, we'll start with P-Core. Who do you vote for?
This is so.
Dave,
horribly
Jeremiah, and me.
awkward.
Come on, this is the game.
I'm gonna go for Dave.
Yeah, that's because you sit behind me at work. I appreciate the camaraderie of our cubicle buddy system.
Snap me at any time.
Okay, well we know these votes here probably.
Yeah.
So 1 for Jeremiah, 1 for
Oh.
me. John, you're the tiebreaker. We played GTA 5 together. You
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
true. That's
In
tough
short shorts, yeah.
John, I really like your beard. I do. I like your beard.
I
So
was
what
always
would-
like,
If
John,
you're gonna play Titanfall,
John, listen to me, John.
I would go.
John,
away.
listen to me. Look into my eyes, John.
Just remember who made dinner tonight.
Oh, John, look in my eyes. Who has known you for the longest, and who last year for your wedding
Don't
bought you
Don't do it.
an M1911 for your wedding present? Who did that for you, John?
I can't betray my bro. Over here.
What?
Wait, I'm not.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
hold on. Before you go any farther, I'm not in the running, am I? Just be honest with me.
You're picking bros over guns?
If I had a gun, you'd be in there.
Get on that.
Is it worth it?
I think he chose me because we have bro love and he likes the guns. He likes my guns.
Oh, gosh.
And that has been 60 Seconds with Joel, a segment that I constantly wonder why we include. All right, Dave, you have some comments of the week for us.
I do, but on the crappy Apple iPad system, I can't go through them efficiently.
You've been using this thing like all day. Don't.
For web browsing. For actually finding useful information, I hate it. So I'm going to do 3 comments next week to make up for it, because I have some good
No
ones.
comments this week?
No comments this week, because I can't find them.
Okay. Well, that you can't not even one for the people. The people.
For the
people are
All right,
ready.
all right.
Kick him out.
Let's go. You two talk about stuff.
So I've been exfoliating.
Okay, I know. I this is dirty, but
Right, because this podcast is normally too cool for whatever you're about to say.
no. One thing I was.
Oh, I found it. I found the comment of the week. Woo! I found it.
We'll circle back around to what you want to
Yeah, well, screw you, Joel. This is a comment on a Total War video, The American Republic Episode 5, Empire Total War Let's Play. I'm not going to say his name, but here's the comment. Awesome YouTuber. The Yankee Doodle Dandy was cool. I would call it the Yankee Doodle Orgy.
Whoa! Left turn.
Deep thoughts on Total War.
Wait, what was the one where the guy had put deep? Did you put deep at the end? It was about DayZ. What was it? Remember? It was on one of my videos.
Oh, yeah.
Here, can you bring that up? All
Okay.
right, Joel, back to what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
go.
I hope DayZ adds more clothing options, but like easier to change while you're playing the game because, like GTA 5, I enjoy accessorizing.
I do
And I
too.
think it'd be
To be
really
honest,
fun.
I
I
do.
think it'd be-
I'm like, what type of outfit am I going to build
Yeah, I think
today?
it'd be really
you gotta drive
fun
all the way
if you
across
could,
town. You're like, they don't have good pants here. You got to go to the good pants store. Like, why are good pants $600?
And to dye the pants or to get the right color you want. No, I just think it'd be cool if they had a lot more things, especially haircuts. I think it'd be awesome in Days if you had haircuts. You could just have like every face looks.
It's the apocalypse. What do
No,
you,
but it would just. I think
you
it'd
go
be
to the
awesome.
barber shop. You're like, hey, bro, can you just fix my hair real quick?
I don't want to hear that.
Get some tattoos.
It's not the apocalypse.
You find a dirty
How many
syringe.
times we play the game and it's all just crazy shenanigans?
You
It's not about
find a
surviving,
syringe,
it's
you
about
heat it
just
up in a
being
fire, and then
ridiculous.
you put dirt in it, and you give yourself a dirt tattoo.
Daisy's just turning into GTA 5 without cars. That's basically what it's turning into. It's just a giant open
For now.
world
It's going to change as more content evolves and
It
as more,
will
there's more
not
things to
ever
do.
change to hardcore survival. Ever.
And we tend to play it a lot of times like hardcore survival.
There's a lot
we
of
have
survival in it. There is.
Yeah.
Or you can stay in Berezino and kill people.
Yeah, if you choose to, but most people don't play hardcore survival.
I'd say most
or any
people
kind
do.
of
Here in
survival.
Berezino, you'll run into 3 or 4 people, but there's the other 30 people on the map you don't see.
Yeah.
I'm saying most people don't take the game very seriously.
I would argue that that's not true. That what's true is that most people who post videos that get popular aren't taking the game seriously, just because it's easier to digest those quick, funny videos and comments and
Which is true
photos.
of any. It's true of anything. So maybe Total War. I don't think there's quick, funny Total War videos. Look at this crazy thing that happened in game. These guys slowly walked across a field for an hour.
Over 19 hours of gameplay, I took over these continents right here. It took a long time. I also researched things and expanded my empire of trade.
James sent me a message saying that he liked Jeremiah's video of the whole revenge at the
A
boat.
lot of people did. Thank you to everyone who liked that video. That actually worked out surprisingly
That was
well.
a very fun story.
To anyone, we got a couple. Actually, if I can answer a couple real quick questions before we get to that comment.
Please do.
The common questions people had about the video. The guy, it was the same dude the entire time. If you see at the beginning, the guy has white arms. It wasn't a white dude, but if you put on gloves, you automatically, your arms switch to white right now. It was the same guy throughout the whole video.
Hashtag
real life.
Hashtag just alpha things.
I had to trim out some of the context just for time because it was probably 2 hours of running around.
It was
But
long.
yeah, thank you to everyone who enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun playing that. So Dave, you have another good comment for us.
I do have a comment on the revenge video. And actually, if in the podcast, you can make a note of the time code here. I would like some...
51 minutes.
I'm going to provide you with some
And
very
40
sad,
seconds.
emotional piano music from Harry Edwards.
I have to remember to put this in though.
Yeah, just
Cool.
remember this. Now I want you guys in the
I'm not
audience
writing
to just...
any of this down.
Stop talking. Just imagine that sad, emotional piano.
All right.
And this is on the Daisy episode where we got revenge on the guy that robbed Jeremiah for his jacket.
Robbed and murdered.
And murdered. And this is just a very deep emotional comment about life and about Daisy. Rest in peace. I like your jacket, guy. In the end, we all die and respawn on the coast. Deep. In the end, we all die and respawn on the coast. I read that comment. I had to read it a few more times. Like each time it got deeper and deeper, and the music started kicking in. I'm like,
He's probably drinking
Hey,
a Rolling Rock.
can you bring up-
swinging it
Can you
up.
bring up
That would
the
be good.
Reddit thread where that one guy left the stupid comments everyone downvoted?
I can. Give me
That was-
just a second.
okay.
You guys fluff again.
Fluff. Vamping. Fluff.
No, thank you.
I'm good over here.
Just do bro things. Fluff and stuff.
No, bro things, no problem.
Twiddle your fingers with me.
I just installed 8
You're
more
not
gigs of
doing
RAM
it.
in my computer.
Oh, good.
I'm not touching your fingers. I already touched one man's feet tonight. That was enough touch.
It won't be the last time, I imagine.
Looking at you, John.
We all were.
Yes, you're up to 16 gigs of RAM now.
Yeah.
I have gotten close to using all mine. I'm thinking 32, maybe later this year.
You know, you can actually close tabs.
Don't give me that look, honey.
occasionally. You can close tabs
You
occasionally.
can close tabs.
I say that as a person who never closes tabs.
But I'm thinking maybe later this year, maybe another 16 gigs. I'm feeling good
How
about
many, what do you have open that possibly could use that? Do you install your programs into your RAM?
it. No, I don't actually. You can do that. No, you can do that. You can make a RAM disk.
Your wife looks at do you understand that joke? Because I barely understand that joke. That's really awesome that she knew. That's really awesome. Joy doesn't know that.
What's happening?
Yeah, Joy.
Okay, you can make a RAM disk where you partition off some of your RAM as an
No,
actual
don't
small
explain
hard
it.
drive.
That makes the joke worse.
If you wanted a hard drive with read speeds 10 times faster than the fastest solid state hard drive, then you can make a RAM disk.
That you could never turn off.
Right, yeah, if the computer loses power, then that disk goes away. So it's not a great system.
You know what I just heard? What I normally hear is letter,
Power.
letter, number.
GPU.
I'm ready to hear whatever Dave has to say now.
All right. So there were quite a lot of pretty great comments on that Daisy episode that Jeremiah posted to Reddit, which the community actually didn't totally hate.
Yes, thank you guys.
But down at the very, very bottom, if you scroll all the way down, as you like to do on Reddit, to enjoy the tastier comments, we have one here from, I won't say his name, from someone who says, does anyone really watch these insanely long community experience videos? And then the first reply was, I mean, it's only got a bunch of views and upvotes. To which he replied, And this to me is like a super cringe-worthy comment. Let's see if I can get this right.
You got a ton of downvotes too. That's worth mentioning.
Yeah, I have tons of downvotes. He then replied to that and said, "Edit, wow, front page. Thanks, Reddit, XD, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Edit 2, really Reddit, lay down boats? Edit 3, thank you, kind atheist Reddit stranger for epic fedora, let it gold bought with bitcoins, winky face. I tip my fedora to you, my good sir, tip, 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 tip."
Tipping intensifiers.
I think he was trying to be edgy and sarcastic, but it just came off as really cringy. Too edgy for me.
And if you're that person, you're listening, we're just making fun of your comment. You might actually be a cool person. To answer your question,
But you should probably close your Reddit account.
a lot of people do enjoy the community videos. We understand they're not everyone's thing, but that's why you have the upvote and downvote eras. If you like something, you can upvote it. If you don't like it, you can downvote it. It's supposed to be, if it contributes to the conversation, you upvote it. If it doesn't, you downvote it, but no one uses it that way.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay to use it just as a I like or don't like thing.
Honestly, though, I see a lot of DayZ videos that are super long and suck because people don't cut them at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's, 20 minutes of running in the forest with people you don't know, don't care about, followed by, like, a gunshot, someone dies, there's some panic, and, like, you're not really following what's going on. But at the same time, some of the best DayZ videos are the stories that can't be told in other games that require the length.
Right.
Or they have to be edited well to, like, tell the story.
Well, like the revenge part, that was maybe 3 hours, 2 hours? How long was that?
It was about 2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, and we edited it down. I mean, the average episode, I'd say, takes 2 nights of playing to make
Yeah.
of good playing to make it an episode, and each night usually is like 2 hours or so. I mean, 2 to 3 hours is pretty normal. So, there's normally 5 or so hours that go into one 30-ish minute episode. So, it's a lot of people do like them, but we
You
understand.
guys really appreciate it, that.
No, but it's just
The extra effort
So
is
the real
really
short,
nuts.
funny videos, they're good. And they definitely
We
have a
went there and
place.
filmed at the real battlefield.
But
Inch noise. All that lugging around of the equipment.
Exploring,
filming. Exploring.
oh, not again.
When are you going to release that?
I don't know. It's so long.
This is confirmed. He will be releasing that episode sometime soon.
It's like 4 hours. For those of you who don't know, we recorded
release it
we
in
recorded our car ride to go to a place to film stuff for Joel's movie. And we recorded like the entire car ride down. So if you like listening to road noise in the background with people talking quietly over it,
With jazz music in the background and Joel dropping mom jokes every few seconds.
we might release that. We may not. I'm not sure.
It's genuinely awful.
But yeah, as we wind the podcast down, does anyone have anything else they want to throw in? Any last minute?
No, we covered the comments of the week and everything. This is exciting.
This is exciting. We are going to keep this under a cool hour.
I think it's time for some Cards Against Humanity.
It is time for that. So.
Have you guys feel like what is there any certain topic people would like to hear us talk about or something, or if there's a new game, or if there's just like just a new discussion or whatever? Like if we just keep drabbling on about if you guys would like us to use actual real words during our podcast, write in please.
Joel has had not even half of a beer, so he's a little tipsy.
Prepare for Titanfall.
I do one quick thing. For everyone who really loves my creepy pedophile DayZ whispering, that will be coming to an end soon. I'm sorry. We are actually moving from our current place, which is a camper, for those of you who don't know. We are moving into a real place within like a week and a half.
And when you say we, it's you and your wife,
Me and
not
my wife,
us
all
as
of
a
us
group.
guys, we've all been living in the camper. Thank you all for coming and living with me.
You mean, thank you.
Wait, I gotta get up on the mic. Thank you guys. But we're gonna be moving soon, so I'll be posting a video showing off like the camper. Showing off makes it sound like it's
I want to
impressive.
see your office space because for 2 years now, I've watched
Imagine this table, but narrower.
all I've seen for 2 years
Is
is
this the size of your computer desk, basically?
It's my computer desk is smaller.
Like, I guess, man, everything in the video like actually it looks like it's a bigger room.
But Joel, I was gonna say, if you look in the corner below giant Jeremiah, you can see like this like little camper like window dressing next to his elbow.
I will post a video. I'll do a walkthrough of the camper after we clean it. After we've moved out and cleaned it and stuff. So there's no like identifying information or anything. And we'll release a video showing it off. But I mean, that's probably most people aren't going to care that much about it. But for anyone who really likes to whisper,
care.
Oh, thank you, Dave. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. But
I have one last little short.
Sure.
This is right. It's just short.
yeah, go for it.
But I've always been curious. Does your height ever affect your PC gaming?
Is this a serious question
I'm
or not?
actually being serious. Like, like
I'm not that much taller than the average.
Most desks are made for certain average heights. For normal height.
I don't know why this is so funny.
Like if it's too hot, like do you have to get a different type of mouse to like?
Why I can't use these hands on a normal mouse?
I'm a monster.
Start
From the
claw.
one who was complaining the other day that his screen is too high on his desk.
Oh, the short joke here somewhere.
Well, no. What I will say is, most of my height, I think, is
Like, do you
in
find
my
yourself, like,
torso,
hunching or
not my
something?
legs. So when I sit at a normal desk, I like to sit up higher, but then it tries to lift my legs off the ground. So I do have trouble getting a good balance because, like, you don't want your legs hanging off the ground. For anyone who uses a desk on a regular basis, you guys know that will mess your back up. Like, it'll give you back pain, it'll make your legs go to sleep. It's just not good for you to sit that way
Right.
all day. So I do have problems getting like a good ratio, but I don't know if that's a tall problem or just my ratio of torso to legs, because everyone has a different,
Because I kind of sit like this. I kind of slouch down a little bit sometimes.
I slouch a little bit.
Sometimes the desk is like right up.
Okay, I don't do that.
And then other times when I'm playing a real game, like just like tents and stuff, I'll play like this. But I was just curious.
No,
You have your preference,
I don't think my
Normal G is like this, like low right.
I think the only part of my daily life that my height actually affects, besides like clothes shopping, is well, no, seriously.
You're probably not allowed in stores because you scare customers.
I'm not that tall. I'm not that tall.
Dear Jesus.
No, the only
Why
part
did it
of my
close?
daily life that my height actually affects is riding in cars. I can really quickly tell if a car is going to work for tall people. Like pretty much any back seat requires. Well, you saw in your car.
Yeah, you're right.
It takes me like 5 or 6 seconds to get into the back seat of a lot of small cars because I have to turn and like. It's not pretty.
He sat up in the front seat with me.
But other than that, I don't think would you say
Why did I even
my height doesn't really affect me in daily life most of the time.
Except
Thank you for sharing that
cars
story.
And doorways, and ceilings.
He is a monster.
Every aspect of life.
Oh, if you could just briefly describe how you have to take a shower right now, I like this story.
I like his shower stories.
And the
They're always so
accompanying videos.
visual when you tell them.
So when
These
I'm
were
suzzing myself up in my slightly overweight naked body. Okay, kind of overweight naked body. No, so we have the camper shower. The overall camper, the ceiling height is maybe like 6'6" or something. So I don't have a lot of headroom between my head and the ceiling. And in some of the rooms I can't actually.
Well, between your
stand all
hair
the
and the ceiling.
But in the shower, they lift the shower off the ground like 6 inches maybe. So the only way for me to stand all the way up in the shower is there's a skylight in there to let in natural light. I have to put my head up in the skylight. Now, my eyes are fine. Like, my eyes aren't above the skylight. My eyes are like, the ceiling's right here. But my head is up in the skylight. And then when I want to actually, like, rinse my hair, I do have to pull the nozzle off and then bend down. I have to bend down in pretty much every shower. That is one tall thing. I've never been in a shower that was actually taller than my head.
So, do you ever get migraines from having that ceiling right in your peripheral vision?
No, it hasn't been an issue. Because I have to take the shower in like 5 minutes before the hot water runs out. Our hot water tank is this big,
It
literally.
just gets sadder and sadder.
Do your hands ever get tired from clearing the clouds so you can see us all down below?
I'm not that tall. You make it sound like I'm 7 feet tall or something.
You told me the other day that most doors look like little mouse holes. Yo, I'm just getting warmed up for the card game.
Well, I do like when I hug you and I wrap you in my breasts. Squeezing your head in between them.
I didn't hear that when he first saw The Hobbit. He's like, these houses are just normal. Wow, that was really dirty. I can't breathe.
Oh, man.
Here's what I have to ask you. Does being short ever make you feel inadequate?
I was pretty good because I'm not that short. And so,
Are you?
everyone knows you're tall.
Well, let me be honest. My wife can back me up. if people are in a certain height range, I cannot tell the difference between certain heights. Like, this sounds bad. When I'm looking down, like,
It's hard for you to see their actual eyes because you just see
okay,
eyebrows.
so my wife's probably gonna laugh, but to me, Pecor, my wife, Joy, and Joel, and Dave, you guys all are about the same height. I'm guessing that's not correct.
He's a monster!
Well, Joy's a little bit shorter. No offense, Joy.
No, it's true.
If I had to guess, I'd say Joel is also a little bit shorter than everyone else. Baby.
I think I'm shorter than John.
Oh, you're way shorter than me.
Yeah.
Whoa. Way shorter.
But that is
I feel like I'm
guess
about
that's
the
no
same height as Hope.
How tall
feel
are
it.
you, Joel?
5'7", I think.
That's me.
Yeah. I
5'11" represent.
really? I didn't know you were that.
Yay, 5'2".
Oh wow, you're that short?
Yeah.
Oh,
See-
I heard judgment from the tall person.
No. But honestly, like I wouldn't see that much of a difference.
5'6".
I
Yours is
honestly don't
just
see that much of a
barely
difference.
shorter than me.
Yeah, it's not height. Really, the only real benefit.
That's only because he's 400.
The only real benefits of being tall.
Here, it's not fast.
If you're,
That was good.
That's true. He is off camera right now. He's the entire
come
audience.
stand in front of the fisheye and show everyone how thin you are. Makes everyone look good. The only real
takes
advantage
a
of being
fisheye to
tall,
be
I
able
would
to see
say,
him.
is that if you're in a crowd, you can see the edges of the room in whatever crowd you're in. Like at the concert venue that we both know of, a good place in the big coastal town near where I live.
Yeah, that place.
You know which place I'm talking
I
about?
do, actually.
Okay, in there I can see like all the way across all the time, which I guess that is one good perk is you can find people. What? Yeah, that place.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so does anyone have anything else before we wind the podcast down? This is like the fourth time I've said this.
I can't breathe, so we should probably stop now. This is fantastic.
All right, let's go play some Cards Against Humanity. As always, if you want to be a part of the show, write into casualshenanigans@gmail.com. Tweet at Evil Viking, Germ Gaming, Casual Shenaniga.
Oh,
no
and
N,
check out Boundless MP. I just put
On-
up a Titanfall.
on
video.
YouTube. Yes,
YouTube.
Boundless MP, like Boundless Multiplayer.
I
on
think you'll
YouTube.
appreciate it because I spend no time on my videos, but so yeah, I think you'll appreciate that.
It's just almost as many subs as me.
It's pure raw Joel.
Yeah, pure unadulterated gaming.
Sure.
Gaming with the G-A-Y. Gaming.
All right. That joke can die now.
No, it will last forever.
Like you and John's love.
It's undying.
All right. And with that, we're off. Goodbye, everybody. Stay casual.